Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Am I the A-hole? Story 1. AITA for confronting my sister about her controversial parenting choices. So, a little backstory, I, 29F, recently had a major falling out with my sister, 32F, over her parenting choices. She has 2 children, a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, and let me tell you, her methods are raising eyebrows and tempers within our family. My sister firmly believes in the philosophy of free-range parenting. She thinks that children should be allowed to make their own decisions from a young age, without parental intervention. Which is a bit strange because we grew up with the complete opposite rules. Now, I'm all for giving kids some independence, but she takes it to a whole new level. She allows her kids to roam the neighborhood unsupervised for hours on end, even well into the night. No curfews, no boundaries, nothing. They're left to their own devices, and it terrifies me to think of the dangers they could face. I've voiced my concerns, but she brushes them off, claiming that they need to learn life's lessons on their own. Just last week, I witnessed a terrifying incident involving her children. They were playing near a busy road, and I saw them narrowly avoid a serious accident. My heart was pounding, and I couldn't hold back anymore. I confronted my sister, demanding that she take responsibility for her parenting choices and prioritize her children's safety. She exploded at me, calling me an overprotective helicopter aunt who is stifling her kids' growth and independence. The argument escalated into a massive family feud, with relatives taking sides and hurling insults. It's been absolute chaos ever since. Now, Reddit, I turn to you. Am I the asshole for confronting my sister about her controversial parenting choices? Should I have just stayed out of it and let her continue down this risky path? Or was I justified in trying to protect my nieces/nephews from potential harm? Story 2. AITA for wanting to leave after husband won't kick out son. I 44F married to 57M for 10 years together 19. My husband has a son 22M from his first marriage who moved back into our home 2 years ago after moving out of his mom's home because he wasn't getting along with his stepdad. Prior to stepson moving back into our home, we set the expectations of living in our home, being respectful, keeping room clean, helping keep main house clean, being a good role model for his younger sister, and him saving money to move out on his own, nothing too out of the ordinary. As of today, stepson has continued to involve himself in my husband's and I's disciplining of our other child, 14F, saying keeping good grades, going to college after high school, her taking her anxiety meds is our way of controlling her. He keeps his room filthy, dirty cloths, dishes, and empty food containers thrown about, stoked contributing to keeping main home clean, saying it's not his house so why should he contribute, ignores everyone in the home and walks by with zero acknowledgement. That we are standing there saying he doesn't have to acknowledge anyone if he doesn't feel like it, hasn't saved money even after working full-time making $29 an hour but purchases very expensive clothing. We asked him to move out 3 months ago and says he hasn't found anything with no ETA on when he will leave, told him if he wants to continue to live here he will start paying rent, he refuses to pay. All of this has created friction between my husband and I, and husband will not kick stepson out saying stepson needs more time. My daughter has now started begging me to kick stepson out or buy a house for just her and I to move to because brother won't leave. I tried to talk to my husband about everything and how my daughter and I feel, and he called me an asshole for wanting to break up the family. AITA. Edit. Both my husband and I have tried talking to stepson several times. At this point it feels like it's a weekly thing. Trying to help him understand but nothing sinks in. I feel bad for my husband because he has cried over the situation but won't force stepson out. I know it's hard on him and I'm just at a complete loss feeling that leaving is my only option. Story 3. AITA for snapping at my host. Backstory, I've recently moved to a new country and a distant relative, let's call him the host, has been hosting me, for which I'm paying him a monthly rate, albeit at a discount. He's also given me a job as a carer and administrative assistant at his care company for which I do a fixed amount of hours a week. I've been living with him and his family for the past month, which has saved me money on food. Every day when I come home after work he stands outside my door and yells my name to try to either call me for dinner or talk to me. This has been annoying me for the past week or so, but I don't have the heart to tell he's annoying me. I've been feeling stretched thin because of all the office work and everything. Some more backstory: I'm actually a doctor and so is he, and he believes pressure is good for you etc., and that I'll have to get used to this life and all these difficulties. Well, yesterday I came out at his request to the living room after he called me and sat down waiting for dinner while using my phone. I was not looking to engage with anyone, especially not him, because I've been getting annoyed by him recently. He brought up work and I snapped at him telling him to wait. I'm only getting paid for a certain amount of work per week, so I feel like it's unfair to bring it up at home. I felt bad about it, so apologized about it later, to which he said at my age he used to handle a lot more pressure etc. I've also noticed that I tend to snap at people when I'm anxious and tired, ADHD thing maybe, but that hasn't happened in months, so I thought it might be me. But the more I think about it and the way he interacts with his family and wife and how he belittles them, the more it seems to me he's an entitled narcissist and doesn't really know me or has taken the time to understand me or anyone around him. He thinks he's always right. He thinks I should pursue the same things in life as him and should give up on my dreams of pursuing a master's in the subject I'm interested in. It's almost like he's trying to make me the son he never had. Then again, he's done a lot for me. I'm not sure. Help me out, Reddit. Story 4. AITA for telling my friend she can't announce her pregnancy during my birthday party. Leah has always been one of those people who always wants to be in the spotlight. This never bothered me as I am quite an introverted person. Anyways, skipping to my birthday. We have been planning this party for a long time as I have been really depressed the past couple years, and this was my first big gathering with all my friends and family who were also there to support my recovery. I was sending out the invites and was really excited. We were ordering in pizzas and KFC, which are my two absolute favorites. Anyways, I tell everyone in the group chat that we will be ordering this and everyone is excited, but then Leah messages and says she can't have that because she is vegan. She then went on to say it was disrespectful that I wasn't being inclusive to everyone. In private messages she started going on about how it was really rude of me to not have asked before organizing food and that I was discriminating against her being a vegan, so I got really stressed and didn't know what to do. I then said I would order her some food separately from a vegan place and that I would pay, and she went quiet. The day before the party I got a message in the group from her saying everyone can't wait to catch up with you all this weekend. I have some exciting news of my own I would like to share. Confused about this, I messaged her personally and asked what this was about, as I didn't quite understand as to why she had to announce it on my birthday. It also pissed me off how she was texting the group chat as if she was the one who was organizing the party. We have quite a lot of mutual friends, but at the end of the day it was my group chat and she was treating it like it was some mass gathering for her. Leah said she was planning on telling everyone about her pregnancy. I was shocked. Not only did I feel like she was purposefully trying to ruin my birthday, but I was even more hurt she didn't even ask me first. After all, it was my birthday party. I told her I did not want her to announce it on my birthday and that I found it really rude of her to not have asked me first. She then went off at me and started complaining about how this was her only opportunity to do it, as everyone would be there and the timing was so perfect, and that I had ruined her plan and that I am a selfish and bad friend for not being happy for her. She then said she can do whatever the F she wants and I can't stop her from announcing it. I was too stressed that I sent her a text uninviting her to my party and then blocked her. All day I got calls and texts from her family saying I was selfish and rude and that I was narcissistic and that I was a bad friend. They all basically called me an asshole for uninviting her and for being really mean to her too. All these texts made me feel really guilty and like an asshole, so here I am. Reddit. AITA here? Story 5. AITA for not annoying my stepsister. I'm literally going crazy here and I need to know if I'm the asshole. I have a 13yo stepsister and a 10yo sister. Since the first day that I came back for summer I've had many issues with my stepsister. The newest issue is that apparently I don't annoy her enough. So basically the whole story is that I like to annoy my little sister. Whenever I'm bored I go to her room to mess her hair, turn off the light or call her with this new nickname that I came up with. She says she hates when I do these but I know she secretly loves it because she gets upset if I don't do it one day. And apparently my stepsister is upset that I don't do the same to her. My parents and I had a huge argument about it and they called me an asshole. I'm so frustrated that I'm thinking about going back to my own home. Story 6. AITA for telling my classmate that he's selfish for saying he gave us a good grade on our project. Long story short, I'm in a group with 4 people, one close friend of mine, another guy, and a girl who knows the other guy for some time but they're not dating. He volunteered to submit the project on our behalf by midnight because he was still working on his part. We get our feedback today and the prof says there was a page missing so we lost marks for that. I confronted him in class about it respectfully by saying, "Did you see the?" Story 7. AITA for asking my friend to break up with her boyfriend. I, 18F, had invited my PU friend group for a reunion where I met Ria, 18F, for the first time after college ended. She had refused to come but later agreed after I requested her a lot. She was dating Mike, 19M, during the second year of PU. He was nice and friendly. During the reunion Ria was very busy with her phone. She handed me her phone stating Mike wanted to talk to me. He just asked me if Ria and Adam, of our friend group, had dated before Mike met Ria. It was weird, I said no. I asked Ria about it and she talked to me about her problems with Mike. 1. He has all her socials so she cannot talk or follow any guy on social media. 2. He doesn't let her see her guy friends without him being present. He was mad because he asked her to not go to the reunion. 3. He thinks Ria had dated Adam before him. Mike called her while we were talking, yelled and screamed at her for 15 minutes. She decided she was gonna leave because he said he was gonna come there and create a scene. He was mad at me for inviting her and encouraging her to cheat on him with Adam. It was one of our friend's birthdays so we had planned on going to a restaurant later. Ria lied to Mike that only the girls were going and it worked. The day ended happily. Fast forward to about a month later, I called Ria to check up on her and she tells me that her relationship has become worse since the reunion. He taunts her every day about it, accuses her of cheating on him and argues with her about it every day. He also hates and blames me for their fights. He called me a few days later and we again had an argument. I've been calling Ria every 2 to 3 days and slowly talking to her about how manipulative and toxic Mike is. About a week ago, I went to Ria's place and had a deep conversation for 3 hours. It was all about me explaining to her that she's in an unhealthy relationship and needs to get out of it and her telling me that it's hard because she loves him. That was the last time I talked to her until 3 days ago. I got a call from her. It was weird because she called me while she was still in her college. We don't talk at that time because her boyfriend would be around. All she said was, "Leave your boyfriend, he's not good for you," and a mean comment about my religion/caste. I tried calling her back but realized she had blocked me. I sent her a few messages on Instagram yesterday and she replied with stuff like, "Who are you? Leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you." I realized it was Mike but didn't say anything about it. I called a mutual friend today and told her everything. She understood everything and told me that I should not have forced Ria to attend the reunion and I should have minded my own business and not meddle in their relationship. Now I am considered as the villain because I tried to break them apart. So, am I the a-hole for inviting my friend to a reunion and asking my friend to break up with her toxic boyfriend? That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.